Hello, today I'm going to show you how you can create an exceptional wall art at next to nothing prices. First you have to choose a picture. This could be absolutely anything. Don't be put off if you can't draw or paint. By following these easy steps you can achieve something exciting and bold for your room. To demonstrate this I will be drawing the world map. To do this you will need some paint, brushes, rulers, pencils, marker pens, rubbers and step ladders. I will be doing mine in black and white to match my decor, but you can go mad with colour. You will need to prepare your wall. You can take off the wallpaper, replaster, etc. The smoother the wall is to begin with, the better results you will get. It also doesn't matter if you have shelves or fireplaces in the way, we will come to that later. Because I lack patience, I'm painting over my current wallpaper, which you can do too. Step 2 is more on preparing your wall. Cover the wall in white paint as a first coat. This will make your colours brighter and help you see the grid lines better. We'll talk more about that in a minute. It doesn't have to be neat at this stage. Just cover the wall. Step 3 is very important, especially if, like me, you can't draw. Get a printout of your picture, A4 will do, and form a grid by drawing 1 cm squares using a pencil on your picture. These centimetre squares have to be as accurate as possible to ensure the best results. Then number the grid along the top and down the side. Measurements are vital for getting this right on the wall. So now you have divided up your picture into 1 cm squares by making a grid. Number these squares along the top and bottom. For example, my picture was 22 cm across and 26 cm down. Now measure your wall across using centimetres and measure down and get the measurements. So for an example, my wall was 240 centimetres across and 224 centimetres down. So you do the sum, 240 centimetres divided by 22 centimetres, which is of the picture. This equaled 10.90909. So for this example, each 1 centimetre square on the picture is worth about 10 centimetres on the wall. If you're good at maths, you can be more precise. Do the same for the measurements down and you've converted your picture measurements onto the wall. A little tip, the smaller your squares, the more accurate detail you will have with your picture. So if it's got lots of fiddly bits, it's recommended to do smaller squares, and again you'd have to equate that mathematically. However, if you do more smaller squares, you'll have to draw these on the wall, and that can be quite time consuming. Step 5 is where you start to see your picture coming together. I suggest starting in a corner or with the biggest object. Because I'm doing the world map, I started with a recognisable bulge around Russia. Pencil in the numbers of the grid along the top and the side of the wall, and simply copy the shape. Once you're happy, you can paint it. I do recommend doing this all in pencil first and double checking it. It's very easy to draw shapes in the wrong box once you get going. I got a little carried away and mismarked the closeness of Spain and Africa. Again, as I lack patience, I had already painted it. But this isn't a problem, because I simply painted white over it and redrew it in the right square. So don't worry too much if you mess up. Just keep checking so that your error hasn't thrown off a whole continent. Another problem is when something is in the way, for example an alcove. Simply paint around it and try and plot the grid squares as before. Obviously with shelves they can be removed. The best thing to do is to carry on the picture behind the alcove. I call step 6 inspiration because you can do anything you want at this stage. If you're happy with your picture as it is, that's fine. You may wish to spray it with hairspray or varnish to keep it looking good. Or, if you want to be adventurous, here's what I did. I printed some pictures of myths and legends, world wonders and famous people to stick on using PVA glue. So, I have sea monsters and trade ships, as well as little pictures of the Grand Canyon and the Great Wall of China. I also found at an antique shop some stamps from around the world, which I've used. But at this stage you can go really mad. Why not add buttons and ribbons, postcards and pictures? I've even found a place for my compass. You can also put a whitewash over pictures to make them seem more part of the whole picture. This is what I did with the Easter Island. It's up to you to make your artwork original. Mine is still an ongoing project.